Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video, a very long and overdue one if I might add. My apologies, but as always the reason for that is of course work. You'll probably noticed that I haven't done a video since coming back from the UK from Blackpool replay. In fact I haven't done a video for well over a month now. I think my last video was the Dragon 32 collection I did. So yeah, going back to work, first day back to work, being told by the boss that one of my colleagues, there's three of us that work at night, decides he's had enough, packs up and left, leaving me and my other colleague pretty much in the shit really. And then not long after that he takes the odd day or two off work due to sickness. In fact I was on my own last night because he didn't come in again. So yeah, pretty much leaving me to hold the fort on my own, which it's pretty stressful and tiring, especially this time of year when hotels really chock-a-block full. So yeah, I mean I have been filming over this past couple of weeks, but as I said I was just too tired, shattered really to, I mean I do start filming but then just couldn't be bothered to continue, which I shouldn't really be saying that because I do enjoy doing the videos. I don't do as many as some of you guys, but every now and again I do enjoy doing a video. Being part of the community because it is such a great community to be part of. So yeah, so basically what I've done is sort of kept what was still worth keeping and bundled it into all one video. Rough editing, I do apologise, but I'm hoping you'll get the idea of it. Also having issues with the sound from the video camera, starting to play up on me again, but it is still functioning, so while it's still working I'm going to sort of solder on with it. But yeah, so as I said, I'm hoping you'll get the idea of the items I've been getting over the past couple of weeks. I've also been getting packages that have been arrived before going to the UK, and also items that I got at Blackpool, and of course in London. I didn't go to any charity shops. I just bought mostly into Computer Exchange. Got some stuff there. So yeah, it's basically it really. I just want to quickly mention Blackpool replay, obviously. I don't want to bore you guys because you're probably sick and tired of it by now, hearing it so many times over. But for me, the actual buzz of Blackpool replay, it's still there. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. It was a fantastic weekend. It was a great event, without a doubt. Really looking forward to next year. I do believe it's going to be a 3-day event next year. I guess they're taking advantage maybe of the bank holiday. So I'm really looking forward to that. A little gutted really because realistically it felt like I was only there for the one day, arriving Saturday 4:30 in the afternoon. Really gutted because coming over Portugal, sort of wanted to make the most out of the full weekend, but it just didn't happen that way, and sort of went up with 3 friends and still had to pick 2 of them up along the way. We stopped for breakfast of course, and then getting stuck in traffic on the way up, and then arriving there at 4:30 in the afternoon. Don't know why, I just got the feeling that it finished slightly earlier than it was supposed to. Either that or it just went so quickly. Saying that though, still managed to get some time to bump into fellow YouTubers for the last hour and a half of the event. That's what it felt like to me anyway. First person that I bumped into was Stuart, to UK. We did a trade and also an item that I bought off him on eBay, which he brought along with him. I've edited it in the video and I'll show you that in a bit. The next 2 people, well it was actually Stuart himself that went to call him over, and that was the 2 Craig's here again and Minx36. They had a couple of items they wanted to donate to me, which was really kind of them. It's really cool. First up is Craig's here again. Actually, I was really gutted I didn't get to chat more with you, mate. But it's partly down to me for arriving late at the show. But hey ho, hopefully next year we'll meet up again and chat more. And I'm actually going to go for the 3 days this time. So definitely not going to make a mess of it this time, next time. So yeah, I'll show you the games that I got off him, and one of them is a Spectrum game, and 3 Amiga games. So the Spectrum game is Super Soccer. Really cool. do like to collect the Imagine games, mainly because of the covers, because I do love their covers. Screenshots back of the game itself. It's average for the game. It's still fun, nevertheless, but more because of the cover. So I'm really pleased to get that. So he did a video a while back. It's going over a month now, and he had these items that I was really interested, these games that I was interested in, and he said he'd very kindly donated to them. So really pleased with that, mate. Thanks very much. And the free Amiga games that I got off him, they're not complete. They're missing manuals, but not bothered at all. Just to get them is really more than, really pleased. They're by high-tech software. They're Hanna-Barbera characters, cartoon characters, and I'm trying to get majority of the Hanna-Barbera games from high-tech software. I believe there's also Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo, and Daffy Duck. I don't know if there's a Tomcat as well. I know there's a rare one. I can't remember which one it is. But yeah. But anyway, 3 of those games. The first up, the one that I've been playing the most, is Yogi's Great Escape. It's a nice little blue clam case. So there's no instructions, just the disc itself. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. So yeah, they're in nice condition. Just quickly show some screenshots on the back. This is the one I've been playing the most. At the moment I got back home, sort of booted up the Amiga and played this one straight away. So I'm really pleased with that. The second one that I've been playing the most is, because I do like the Yogi character, and that is Yogi's Big Cleanup. I do love the cartoons, the Yogi Bear cartoons. Some more screenshots on the back. You can see that one. Really cool 2D platformers. Very old school. And the last one is Rough and Ready in the Space Adventure. Some screenshots on the back. I don't know if you can see that one there. Small down below. So I'm really pleased with that. Many thanks for those, mate. Really chuffed. So yeah. So the next up is the items that I got off Minx 36. Hope you didn't see them there. Actually, these were from originally Stuart TTUK gave these to him, but he had these already, so he very kindly donated them to me. And there are Commodore 64 games. So first up is Target Renegade. I don't know why I said adventure. You got some screenshots there of the actual Commodore 64 game. Sorry about the glare there. That's really cool. Next up is Infiltrator. Next up. No, I do have this one already, but because my version, I think the second side doesn't load. So and I have tried this, and it does work, so I'm really pleased to get it. Another copy, and that is World Games. Fantastic series. Next up is a game I do have already, but it's a budget, so I'm really chuffed to have the actual original release, and that is Barbarian 2. Excellent, they are. Some screenshots there. I'm not sure if I've got this on the Amiga. I've got to check. I don't think I have. So, really pleased with that. I know one that I thought I had already, but it turned out I had the Amiga version. So I'm really pleased to have the Commodore 64 version, as it's one of my favourite comic characters, and you'll probably know who they are already, and that is, of course, the Turtles. I'm very pleased to get this for the Commodore. I've got this already got this for the NES, the Amiga now. also, and now the Commodore 64. So I'm really pleased. I would like to get there is an MSX version. I would like to get the MSX version. There's one in Spain going for £58 and they want a £20 postage. So, no way. Mad prices. So, it'd be just easy to get the Spectrum version because they're exactly the same. So yeah, Turtles for the Commodore 64. And the final game is Platoon by Ocean. I was hoping to get the History of Ocean book, but I didn't see it there. I thought they would be there, but sadly not to be. So I'm going to have to order it online, because a friend of mine that came up with us, he already had it and brought it along with me. I had a quick look through it and it's really good, so I do want to get a copy. And I do believe they're doing a US gold one, so that will be cool. That's some screenshots on the back. It's a mixture of everything really, isn't it? Operation Wolf. Bit of everything really. I can't. Probably Cabal. There looks like Predator. Yeah, it is boxed and complete. And it does come also with the audio tape, I believe. Tracks of My Tears by Smokey Robinson. And there's the game. There's the game itself. So yeah, many thanks for that, mate. Really pleased. Some more additions to the Commodore 64 collection. I've not got Commodore game or Amiga game facts in a while now, so nice additions to them indeed. So just leave them there. I hope they don't fall over. So yeah, so the next person that I bumped into was Richard Turner. I had a game for him for the NES. He's since done a video, so I might as well tell you what game it was. It was Bio Billy on the NES. I've since got the Japanese version, so I no longer needed a PAL. But I'll do that in the next pickup vid, because I'm actually going to do it in 2 parts, because I was just going to drag on. So I was really pleased. I told him if he could put one of these aside for me, and so I was really pleased to get one. He sort of gave it to me at replay, and that is, it's a big thumbs up from me. 200 subs, and well deserved. Really pleased to have this, mate. I do believe that 2 UK also. 2 UK he got one as well. So yeah, gutted though. I forgot to ask you to sign it. Would have made it a nicer touch to it. But hey ho, next time coming down, I'm going to bring it with me, and I'm going to ask you to sign it, mate. So yeah, really pleased with that, mate. Thanks very much. He was playing Sega Rally, the arcade Sega Rally. Rightly so, because I know he likes that game a lot. So who else did I bump into? I also bumped into Mark Horsburgh. It's a great chat. Some of us went out the evening. Bumped also was Steve 3702. I always get the numbers wrong. Welsh Steve, that's right. He was with his son. So chasing him all over the place because he was going from one arcade machine to another. So he was playing hard to catch, but you could see his son was having a good time. So which was it was great to see some young generation enjoying some of the games that we used to play as kids. So yeah, so I sadly only spoke to him briefly also. So hopefully next time, mate, if you're down there, definitely have a pint and a longer chat. Next person is Retro Dave Nintendo. A couple of items he also had for me. Now, I bought his Famicom just before Christmas, and a while ago he was doing a clear out and came across some manuals. So he brought them along. He brought them along to the event. For the Famicom, first up, Dig Dug. One of my favourites, Turtles. This is Turtles 2 Now this Turtles is Turtles 2 for the PAL version. The arcade, that's right. Next up is Super Mario Bros. 3. Very colourful. I don't know if you can see that. And the final one is Dr. Mario. So yeah, really cool, mate. Thanks very much for those. I need to get some more of these bags to put some of my loose carts, and that way I can also put the manuals to go with the Pro Pit game, along with the Pro Pit game. And also I got one of these that he was handing out to various YouTubers. I'm really pleased to get one of these. I've wanted one of these for a while now, but obviously here in Portugal they don't do this sort of thing. So I was really chuffed when he very kindly offered one of them to me, and that is the Super Mario mug. Mario mug. Very cool Easter egg mug. And of course the egg has since gone. My daughter has devoured it. I think I only got a little bit out of it. But leaving chocolate around with my wife, with the wife and daughter around, it's not a good thing. So I'm really pleased with that. So I just kept the mug in there. I actually had a couple cup of teas in it already. Really cool, but I'd like to keep it nice and safe there. So yeah, many thanks again, mate, for that. I was really chuffed for this. So I've actually put it up there for safekeeping. So yeah, really pleased with that. So those are the items I got from fellow YouTubers, and I did get some stuff at the show. I didn't get much stuff, but I've edited it all in the video, so you'll see that in a bit. I think that was pretty much it for the first day of the event. Later on that evening, we sort of went out. I went out with some friends I came up with. We went out for dinner, then I left and went back to the hotel and met up with fellow YouTubers. Then we went out for the evening, met up with Woodland 37, Cojones del Oro, Shot 16, Mix 36 was there, Mark Horsburgh was there, who else? Oh god, I know a couple of the 16-bit brothers was there, Monkey Spaz, he was there, brief chat with everyone, great guys to hang out with, thoroughly enjoyed the evening. We ended up, 5 of us ended up in a members only exclusive bar club. It was a great laugh, without a doubt. I had a great time, and yeah, that was pretty much the first day, the evening, and then pretty much the next day was just a case of bumping into the odd fellow YouTuber and going off our own way, and head off to the trade section and do some buying. Although I didn't buy much myself, as you'll see in the video. So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to leave it there for now, because I've probably waffled on long enough and bored you guys. And as I said, I'll show you guys what I've bought, and then afterwards I'll do a part 2 of the items that I've got since coming back. Actually, they've arrived over the past couple of weeks. So yeah, so bye for now, and see you in a bit, and enjoy the vid. Okay, first up, I thought I'd quickly show you some games that arrived before going to the UK for replay. Now, I did mention in my previous video that I was expecting some Famicom games to arrive that were taking forever to get here. And of course they arrived that week before going, and of course I just really didn't have time to do any filming, what would work, and of course doing a couple jobs around the house. So I thought I'd quickly show you them now. And the 4 Famicom games that I got, they are games that I already own on the MSX. And of course I'm just mostly sticking to the Konami titles on the Famicom, occasionally getting the odd non-Konami game, as I've got one here to show you guys. So first up is a game called Hyper Sports. Now, of course, the MSX, there is Hyper Sports 1, 2 and 3. So I'm not too sure whether there's a second and third one on the Famicom. I don't think there is. I think it's just the Hyper Sports only on the Famicom. Now, there is also a Hyper Olympic, which is basically track and field 1 and 2 on the MSX. So yeah, as you can see, it's in lovely condition. Again, I'm not too fussed, just having the loose cart, as long as I get to play the game. So yeah, Hyper Sports on the Famicom. Next up, Antarctic Adventure. Fantastic little game. It's in lovely condition, just a slightly little lift there on the label, but I've managed to glue it down. Other than that, it's in nice condition. A nice addition to the collection. Next up, Nightmare 2, Maze of Gallius. It's a 2D RPG platformer sort of game. So yeah. And the final game, a non-Konami title, is a game called Castle Excellent. Now I do have the original Castle on the MSX. Basically the Excellent just meaning it's just got extra stages. Other than that, it's pretty much the same game. And I've actually got the game here with me to show you guys. Now this one's boxed and complete. As you can see, just Castle there. Got instructions, which sort of poster on one side. Instructions on the other. And of course, the game itself. And I'll show you some screenshot of what the game looks like. It's pretty much the same on the Famicom. Sort of puzzly 2D platformer sort of game. Really fun. So yeah. And these 4 Famicom games I got from a seller in Japan, and in total including postage, £30. So really chuffed to have those. Next up, a couple of MSX games, loose carts. Again, 2 Konami titles. First up, Super Cobra. Now, if I can remember, I think I got this from a seller in France. Paid £12 including postage. It's just basically Konami's own clone of Scramble. Instead of a spaceship, it's a helicopter. As you can see, it's in lovely condition. Really pleased to get this game. And the second game is a game I've been after quite some time now, but a box complete goes for about, I've seen it go for about £150 to £300, and I was quite happy to get this loose cart from the Netherlands for £60 including postage, and that is Frogger. Finally glad to own this game. Been off this game for such a long time. I first used to see this loose carts coming up on eBay going for about £100, 100 150. Then it sort of dropped down in value, but a box copy still goes for about 150 to 300. I think there's one on eBay right now. I do believe that's going for about 359. Mad. I don't think anyone would ever buy that. But loose cart, not too fast as long as I get to play the game, and it's in lovely condition as you can see. Now, I managed to get some cases, custom cases, from a seller in the UK. I got 4 in total, paid £10 including postage, and I've attempted doing my own on Frogger. As you can see there, just a little trial, see how it goes, and I think it doesn't look too bad. Of course, it's snugly, can't fit snugly like so, and there we go. I'm hoping to do it with a couple others, other MSX games. I do actually have one also for Super Cobra. I've got one for Cabbage Patch Kids and also Cosmic Bakery. So yeah, sorry about the glare there. Nice additions to the MSX collection indeed. And next up, some Dragon 32 games. Now, two of them, I'm not too sure if I've shown them already. But hey, I'll show them anyway, just in case I haven't. First up is a game called Tea Time by Pocket Money Software. As you can see, it was originally a budget title, $1.99. Now, they used to do games, well, Michael Deal would also publish some of their games, but occasionally they'll do their own. And this is a sort of platformer game that involves tea. And that was £2. And actually, a shop in Mail Order Shop, Retro Games in the UK, they've actually got this one for sale for £25. Again, it's just mad price, it really is for a cassette. You know, there's no guarantee whether they're working or not. Fortunately, this one does work. And got that for £2. Really pleased. Next up, a game called Touchstone. Again, another platformer. No screenshots on the inside, just the instructions. Yeah. Of course, you've got the tape there, and £2. Next up is a platformer shoot 'em up sort of game, Danger Ranger. I think there is a screenshot on the inside. Yep, there is. Just the one. I'll try and show it to you guys, if you can see that. You can't really tell what's going on, but there you go. Again, £2. And the final two games now, I think I got them all from, actually this was from a seller in the UK. Now, I can't remember if I showed you these two games, but I think I got these from Dragon Universe. It's a game called Beam Rider. There's no connection at all to the Activision game. And final game is McDougal's Last Stand, which is a sort of overhead maze puzzly sort of game. No screenshots on the inside, unfortunately. But yeah, so in total, 2, 4, 6, 8, £10, plus £4 or £5 postage. Next up is a PS2 title that I picked up here locally from the boot sale. It's a game I owned back in the day for the PlayStation 2, and that is Wipeout Fusion. I did own this game back in the day, but the copy that I had was pretty scratched and kept crashing all the time, so very pleased to finally get a working one. Just not in too bad condition, just occasional the odd finger marks. Other than that, no scratches at all, easily cleaned. Of course, you can see it's got the instructions, so yeah, very pleased to own this. Not the best in the series, but part of the collection. I think I paid €5 for that. Next up, a 3DS game, and that is the new Yoshi's Island. Loving this game at the moment, but my daughter's playing it at the moment because when going to the UK, I did leave the game for her to play. So yeah, I think I paid €40 for that. Look at the back. Yeah. And the final game that I got is another game from my PS Vita, which bumps up my collection for the PS Vita to 6, and that is Spy Hunter. Again, I think I'm playing it at the moment. Yeah, I am. That's Sega Transform. What can I say? It's Spy Hunter. Loved the original back in the day on the Commodore 64 and in the arcade. Wasn't too keen. Didn't really go for the ones that were released on the Xbox and the PS2. But this one's actually not too bad. Like the cover on the front. Remove the guns and it sort of reminds me of the car from Road Fighter on the MSX. Actually saw this at CX in the UK. on the 3DS. I was tempted to pick it up because it was only £6, but then again, I do have it already on the PS Vita, so it just would have been a waste of money. So yeah, those are my pickups here locally. Oh, actually, I got myself a new console. Oh, actually, I need to go and get it. Be right back. Right, back. Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to have the console at the ready. So yeah, basically, I was going to originally put the money towards by getting myself a new mobile phone, and I was looking at getting the LG G2 Android phone, which awesome phone's got some awesome features, but of course, so does the price. And after a long hard think, I decided to give it a miss, pass on it. Besides, I do have two other Android phones, and I just basically use it as a gaming device more than an actual phone. Even the landline at home, for people to get hold of me, it's murder because I never answer the bloody thing. It's just a habit that I got. What can I say? That's me. But so yeah, I popped into my local electronics store, and originally I went in there to get a memory card for my camera so I can do some filming in the UK, and just came across this bundle, and then I just thought, you know what, I'd rather just get this than the phone. And I'm glad I made that choice because it's an awesome console. And without waffling on anymore, and I picked up, the PS4, and as you can see, it's the infamous Second Son bundle. Really pleased to get this. As I said, it was a better choice over the mobile phone, and as I said, I was only going to use it as a gaming device, and even more so, especially just for the emulation. I don't really play much of the modern games on the Android phones. I tend to use it just for emulation, be it the likes of the MSX, PC Engine, Mega Drive, the Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Super Nintendo, and so on. And that's really all I use it for. So I do have, I still have my original Galaxy One, and recently I bought my friend's Galaxy 2, which is in mint condition. It's just a right size, perfect for emulation. So yeah, so I'm waffling again. So yeah, I just got the PS4 instead. I'm really glad I made that choice. It's an awesome machine, and I got another game to go with it, and I got Knack. I know it's been getting a lot of stick, but I actually like this game, and if you're into your old school 3D platforming, the likes of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, you'll love this. It's awesome. Always completed it. So yeah, that is my new console. First up, I'll do a trade and that I did with a fellow YouTuber, and also a sale I did on eBay, which the seller turned out to be none other than Tutti UK. So first up with a trade, I traded him a couple of PC Engine games, loose carts. He's already since done a video, so head on over and check it out if you haven't seen them. Yeah, so trade was for two PS1 titles, and first up is Ridge Racer Revolution. It's in wonderful condition. It is boxed and complete. Manual disc. And also Ray Tracer. Again, it's in lovely condition. It is boxed complete and has the two discs. Fantastic trade. Many thanks again, Stuart, for doing that. So that completes my Ray Tracer collection on the PS1. Really chuffed. Finally owned those. I had a backup copy of this, so as I said, I'm really chuffed to have the original. And of course, now onto the eBay sale, which was for a Commodore 16. It is a small world. I was really surprised when I won the auction to get a message from Stuart to say that he'll bring the computer along to replay. So yeah, and here it is. It was for, I think it was £10, £11. Can't remember now if it was £11. And that is, as you can probably see already, the Commodore 16. It's in wonderful condition. A couple of scuffs here and there, but that's expected for a machine that's well over 30 years old. But it does work. It's perfect. It came with two controllers. Just got the one here to show you guys. what the controller looks like. And the cassette recorder. Now there was issues with the power supply, but he did mention this, and I'm not really fussed because I do have two already for the Commodore 16. So I just left the power supply back in London, or it was really knackered. So again, not fussed because I do have a power supply, got a couple. And it came also with a bundle, it was bundled with some games. First up, came, quickly show you, run through them. Video Classics, Green Beret, Cruncher, take it as a Pac-Man clone, Tutti Frutti, Frenzies, Alien Attack, 3D Time Track, Olympiade, Tynesoft, Melbourne's Commodore 16 Games Pack Volume 2, some sort of flight simulator game, Flight 015, Pod, Proof of Destruction, Scramble, Commodore 16, Shark, Phoenix, which is obviously a clone of Phoenix, looks good too, yet to play it, Ninja Master, BMX Racers, and the final game, oh no, actually, no, I've got Formula 1 Simulator, a couple here, Dark Town Loose, and a few introduction programs to the Commodore 16. So yeah, real chuff to get this. Got it quite cheap, didn't have to pay postage because of course he brought it along with him to replay. So again, many thanks for that, Stuart. So I'm going to pause the camera here, I'm going to move these out of the way, and I'll show you the stuff that I got at replay. Before, I didn't get a great deal of stuff. On the first day, right at the end, I managed to get 3 items, two games and a plushie for my daughter. So I'll quickly show you the plush, and that is a Kirby. Yeah, she's a big fan of the Kirby games. Looking forward to the latest 3DS version. Yet to get that because it's not been released in Portugal. Well, I haven't seen it here in Madeira anyway. So yeah, so she's been after one of these for quite some time, and so she's well and truly chuffed when I brought her back this. I think I got that for £7 or £8 if I can remember. And the 2 games that I got, of course, both Japanese. One on the Mega Drive, game that I used to own back in the day but sold on. But wanted to get back into the collection, and that is Works. It's in lovely condition, box and complete. See screenshots there. And I got that for £13. Excellent. And the second game, a Famicom game, and I also own this on the MSX, and it's probably in the top 3 favourite MSX games. And up until recently, I also owned the European Power Beat version for the NES, but have since sent it on to a fellow YouTuber, Retro Dave Nintendo. While at replay, he saw the game, had a look at it, and said he never heard or played it before. So I told him he'd be more than welcome to have my Power B version, since I no longer need it since having the Japanese version. And I told him that once I got home, back to Portugal, I'd send it over. And that game in question is Road Fighter. I also used to play this loads back in the day in the arcade. So I was really chuffed when it came out on the MSX. So yeah, it's in okay condition. Bit of box form there. Some screenshots on the back. I also like it that they've kept sort of similar colours to the MSX boxes, the Konami boxes. So yeah, just quickly show you the cartridge. Again, it's boxed and complete. And there's the instructions there. So yeah, really chuffed to finally own this on the Famicom. And another Konami game for the Famicom. So yeah, and I got that for £14. On the next day, I managed to get a couple more items. Again, I only got 3 games, one of them on the PC Engine, and the other couple of Spectrum games. The PC Engine game I got at Console Passion. It was there the previous day, but at the time I wasn't sure whether I wanted to pay that much for it. But on the next day, I sort of went around looking at the traders, and near enough the end of the event, I quickly went back to Console Passion, and the game was still there. So I figured, you know what, it's roughly what I'm going to pay on eBay, and plus adding 5, if not £8 postage, I'd probably be paying anything between £35 to £45. So it was there. I figured, why not? And that game in question is Rainbow Islands. PC Engine CD. Fantastic game. I've been wanting this game for quite some time. But, you know, it's fairly cheap to get hold of. But sometimes it could go for a fair bit. I've seen it go for £20 and I've seen it go for 50. But at the show, 27, figured why not? At least I'm not paying £5 or £10 postage on top of that. And it's in lovely condition. So yeah. And the 2 Spectrum games that I got for £1 each. First up is Konami's Tennis. I do like to try and get hold of the most of the Imagine games, because I do like their covers. I also do have Konami's Tennis on the MSX. So yeah, for £1, can't go wrong. And also for £1, Falamus's Delta Charge. Pleased to get that. See, it's a shoot 'em up. Pretty much in the same sort of style as Armalite. Classic shoot 'em up on the C64. So yeah. I did also pick up a for £35, unboxed, but has all the wires and the cables and the adapter. A Spectrum Plus for £35. It's in lovely condition. I have tried it. It does work. Really pleased, because I did not too long ago pick up the Rubber Key 48K Spectrum. And I was starting to have issues with it. So I saw this then, thought why not? Really pleased. And I also picked up an interface, because I was needing one for the Rubber Key Spectrum. And that was, I think that was £8. But it was £8, but he decided to give it to me for £5. And also something I've been wanting to get for quite some time on the Commodore VIC-20, and that is a 16K RAM pack. And they pretty hard to get on eBay. I've seen the 3K, the 8K RAM packs, but I really wanted the 16K. And I've seen them go for about £20-25. Mostly in Europe. I don't see much of them in the UK. And this one was going for £18, if that zooms in. And again, he sold it to me for 15, so really chuffed to get that. I was really surprised and pretty much excited when I saw this there. That's something I wanted to get for quite some time. Yeah, so on the way back down home to London, where I'm staying at my parents' house, as I mentioned before, I came up with 3 friends. So on the way back down, we stopped at a friend's house because he said he had a couple of items he wanted to give me. And we were talking about a couple of books on the way up to Blackpool. So he said, on the way back down, I'll stop by his place and he'll sort of like loan the books to me. So the next time I'm over, just take them over with me and give them to him. Once I finish reading them. They are gaming related. So first up is On the Edge. Spectacular Rise and Fall of Commodore. So yeah, I haven't read this one yet because I'm reading this one. Racing the Beam, which is all about the the Atari 2600. An interesting read it is. So I'm really pleased of him to loan me these. I've been interested in these in the past, just never got around to getting them. But once I'm over again in the UK, I'll definitely look out for those. Now he also said he had a couple of handheld games on some obscure systems. Well, not obscure, but you get the meaning. First up on the N-Gage, 2 games on the N-Gage. I do have an N-Gage, so really chuffed to get these because I haven't got them. First up, bog standard FIFA 2004. Box and complete. And Sonic N, which is basically a port of the Game Boy Advance version. Now the final 2 is what intrigued me the most because I've never owned one of these systems and I've never seen one in the wild. I've been interested in the past to get one, but every so often just lose interest. But hey, you never know. Might just give me the final push to get one in the near future, and that is for the Gizmondo. So first up is SSX free. And again, another FIFA game, 2005 this time. Some massive boxes, just for a tiny little SD card. I mean, look at that. I thought the PS Vita was bad. This takes the biscuit. So there you go, yeah. Really intrigued to get these. Many thanks to them to give me these as a gift. And the books, of course, on loan. Once I finish reading them, I'll give them back to him when I'm over again next year. So yeah, so that was about it. So next stuff is stuff that I got at CEX, because as I don't know if I've mentioned, I did try the odd charity shop and didn't see much. I think I only went to one, to be honest. So most of it is really CEX. So I'll just quickly show you those. So for the PS3, they're all boxed and complete. I paid, can't remember how much I paid for it, but for the PS3, Bioshock Infinite. Been after this one for quite some time. I think it was £14 or £12. Can't remember. Yeah, pleased to get that. This was a £5, and that was for the Xbox 360 Halo 4. Just needed that to complete the series. Again, it's boxed and complete. For the PS Vita, mainly got this one for my daughter because she's an RPG fanatic. She likes anything RPG. And that is the Sorcery Saga, Curse of the Great Curry God. And she is loving this. She's actually run off with my PS Vita now. So her birthday's coming up, so I may think of just getting a cheap second-hand one. I want my PS Vita back. And the final 2 games, PS4 titles, again for my daughter. The Hobbit, Lego's Hobbit. So I'll need to get another controller because she wants me to join her. It is a fun game from what I've played of it so far. I think that, no, oh actually, didn't tell you the price on this. That was £18. And this was £38. And the final game, again another PS4 title, and that's Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. And this was £30. It is boxed and complete. I am playing it at the moment. I do like the pirate theme to it. Also, before I forget, I got some more MSX games to show you that I got from my good friend over in London, who has helped me out in the past with MSX games. But on this occasion, though, I did buy them off him for £5 each, which I think is good value, considering that anyone that knows the MSX, even loose cartridges, go for a fair bit on eBay, and sort of felt bad in the past getting them for free. So I thought on this occasion, this at least offers something, offer him something for them. So yeah, so in total I got 6 to show you. I did have more, they were doubles, so they have since gone to a couple YouTubers. First being my good friend over in Tasmania, Tony, aka Electric Adventures, and my good friend over in Portugal, Roy. And his YouTube channel name is, and I'm hoping I'm going to get this right, is Zalalala. I'm hoping I got that right. So yeah, and I won't tell you what I've sent them. I'll let them, if they want to do their video on them. So yeah, so the games that I got, that I'm keeping, first up is, again, I do have this on the Famicom, and that is Twin B. It's in lovely condition, and for £5, seriously, it's a bargain. Because this could sometimes go for £20, £25, just loose cart. So I'm really chuffed to have that. Next up, Hypersports 1. This is the only one that I needed for the MSX now, because I've got 2 and 3. Again, it's in lovely condition, loose cart. Not fussed, because box games go for a fair bit more than obviously loose carts. Next up, Track and Field 1. All I need is Track and Field 2. Now, I probably mentioned this earlier on, that I think both Track and Field 1 and 2 are on the Famicom, but known as Hyper Olympic. Again, it's in lovely condition. You can't go wrong for a £5. I'm really chuffed with that. Many thanks again, mate, for doing that for me. Next 2 free games are boxed, but 2 of them don't have instructions. One of them I did have, but it was just a loose cart, and that is Goonies. Fantastic game. Little discolouring on the side, but not a problem for me. I'm not too fussed at all. The whole point of collecting is to get them as they come, and that's how you build up your collection. And as long as the game works, I'm not too bothered. So yeah, really pleased with that. Next up, again, I didn't know, and that's Monkey Academy. If you can see that. Again, I think this one has instructions. Yes, it does. It's got the instructions, and obviously the cart. Lovely condition it is too, and a screenshot on the back. If you can see that, if it zooms in. I don't know if I showed you the carts to Goonies. There we go. Again, I also have this on the Famicom. And the final game, it is boxed but no instructions. What a game that I'll play. Obviously I can't because it's an RPG, it's in Japanese, but it's a game worth having in the collection. And that is Dragon's Quest 2 on the for the MSX2. The case itself is in lovely condition. Shame there's no instructions, but hey ho, can't have everything. For a £5, not bad at all. I mean, this goes for about £30, £35 on eBay. Now I've seen a site where I can scan the manual. So if I can get it in good quality, I will do so. Make it a little bit more complete, because I don't think I'll ever come across the manual on its own. So yeah, really chuffed. Lovely condition. Fits in like so, and closes like so. If there's any screenshots, did I show you screenshots? Anyway, there you go, anyway. And that, I do believe, is it. So yeah, so that's it guys, that's what I've been getting over the past couple of weeks, up until about 2 weeks ago, if you know what I mean. Stuff that I got in before going to the UK at Replay. Stuff that I got at in London at Computer Exchange. Stuff have been getting stuff since then, but I'll do that in a part two shortly. If I'm making sense out of all this, I hope I'm making sense out of all this. So yeah, that's basically really it, and just to say it was a fantastic weekend at Blackpool. Awesome, great meet up with some of you guys. Awesome to hang out with, that's for sure, and had a laugh, and hope to do that again next year. And if there's people that I have not mentioned, I do apologise, but everything happened so quickly. Even the people that I did meet, I spoke to them briefly, and I guess that's my fault for arriving late on Saturday. And but next year, definitely going up for the 3 days, without a doubt. I may even go up there on the Friday night by train or by myself, and sort of meet my friends who came up with me to Blackpool, meet them there the next day, and go back down on the Monday. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. So what I'll do is I'm gonna sort of stop now and then just do a part two of the items that arrived since then. Loads of Famicom games, and Retro Dave, you'll be pleased to know there's going to be lots of box spawn coming up, and so yeah, and I still have some more stuff in the post, but obviously I'll do that in a future vid. And I've even got another computer coming. So yeah, I hope I haven't waffled on too much and bored you guys, and until the next time, bye for now, and take care.